Hi everybody, it's Claire from Claire's Food Haven. Tonight I'm going to be cooking a roast beef dinner using the COSORI TwinFry Air Fryer. Let's take a little closer look at this beast of a cooking machine. So here it is, the COSORI TwinFry Air Fryer. The drawer's very easy to pull out. It's 10 litres. You can get a lot of food in there. You can separate it in two compartments. But you can also take this out, just show you, and cook as one big tray. I just remove the grills there and just have a look at that. It's a good size. Now inside the air fryer you've got heating elements on the bottom and on the top, so you don't have to shake or anything like that. Everything gets cooked evenly when you're cooking in this air fryer. Just going to have a quick look at the functions. Now if you want, you can have just one zone going at once, or you can have both zones going at the same time, and that's called the grand zone. So this is when you're cooking like a big bird or something, or big joint of meat. You're going to be cooking everything together with that. There are also all these functions here, so you can air fry, roast, bake, grill, reheat and dry, so you can dehydrate your food. I'm looking forward to trying that at some point. Just a little pointer, it recommends that you leave your air fryer 5 inches of space between it and the back wall, and you need 5 inches of space above it as well. So I'm ready to get cooking. I'm going to drizzle a little bit of oil on the bottom of the pan here. And I'm going to put the joint of beef on. I've got just under a kilo here of beef. I haven't done anything with it. Okay, I'm just cooking it as it is. I'm just going to pop it in. And we're going to go for the grand zone. I've not tried this feature yet on the air fryer, and I'm going to cook this joint of beef. I had a little look online. It recommends I'll put it on 190 degrees for, can we go the other way? Can we? No, I'll just keep going that way. I'm going to put it on for 60 minutes. Oop. And hit play. There we go. It's cooking away. The COSORI TwinFry Air Fryer uses up to 45% less energy than a conventional oven. And the reason being, it cooks food much quicker. It gets hot much quicker than a conventional oven, so it takes a lot less time to cook your food. Now you might be wondering, how much is this going to cost me to run? And I want to know how much roughly this is going to cost me to run. So if I'm using both compartments, I'm assuming I'm using full power 2,800 watts. So I've just done a little rough estimate at a price of 24 pence per kilowatt for my electricity. If I'm running it at 60 minutes, it should cost around 67 pence to run it when it's on its full mode like this. Now if I was to half that and use just say one zone, I'm assuming that would be 1,400 watts instead of 2,800. So I'm just halving that. So instead of 67p for an hour, it would come in at about 34 pence per hour for your running costs. A really nice feature with this COSORI air fryer is you can hook it up to their VSync app for free, and you can control it from your mobile phone, and it tells you how long you've got cooking. So I've got 48 minutes left. If I want to, I can stop cooking. If I scroll down a bit, this is what I want to show you, the cooking chart. So I'm going to be cooking some roast potatoes and roast carrots and parsnips along with this roast dinner when there's about 20 minutes left, I think. I need to find out how long it's going to take actually to cook the potatoes. So if I scroll down to vegetables, and then I click on, gives you a list of all the vegetables you can choose from. Small potatoes, now they're going to be cubed, and I'm going to be doing 400 grams, say. It recommends air fry temperature 200 degrees for 9 minutes. That's not very long at all. It's a good job I checked. I think they'll be quite small cubes though, but we'll experiment and see. I'm also going to be doing some carrots, so let's have a look for the carrots. Here we go, carrots, roast, 16 minutes. Oh, I've got it on the wrong mode. I needed to put it on roast. Hang on guys. I'm going to pause this and change it. I can do that. I've changed it to roast. So we were air frying to start with. So it's going to be a bit crispy on the outside, but that's okay. Let's have a little look at it and just see. Oh my, that is really, that's cooking great, you know. I'm going to roast it for, put it on for just 29 minutes, say. It's a good job I noticed that, otherwise the beef would have been overcooked. So obviously if we're roasting the carrots, it says 16 minutes. Okay, let's have a look at the potatoes with the correct cooking mode. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we'll estimate, say, 15 minutes for the potatoes. I'm just going to prep the veg now and get it ready to go on. But first off, I'm just going to peel some potatoes and cut them into roast potato size. About that sort of size. I'm going to put these into the air fryer now. I'm going to pause it. Just be careful when I'm opening the drawer, because that looks good. That beef. I'm going to show you that in a moment. Just going to put these spuds on the side there like that. And that's how the beef's looking at the moment. It's looking really good. Press play on the air fryer. There we go. Right, now I'm going to cut the parsnips up. Just going to, this is how I like to do it. I just slice off an end like that and then peel. Now I want this to be roughly the same size as the potatoes. Like that. There we go. And then the same with the carrots. Lovely. So I'm going to pause that, opening it up, and just pop these on the other side. The beef there, looking very nice. I think what I might do is turn that beef. Turn it around there. Just looks really good. It back on. Now this is really nice. This is a nice feature I want to show you about this air fryer, because my sort of go-to is to lift it in the middle. It's too heavy for that. But what it has got are these handles on each side like that, so you can lift it at each end. And press play. I'm going to make the batter for the Yorkshire pudding now. I'm cracking the egg on the cup because this bowl has a rim on it, which makes it very difficult to crack eggs on it. So I just crack it on the cup so that I can put it in like that. I'm just going to use 2 eggs. Give that a whisk. I'm going to add some flour into here. start with a couple of tablespoons, heaps tablespoons. I'll need a bit more than that. So I'll put 4 tablespoons in there with that. Let's have a look and see. Give it a good mix, see where we're at. Yeah, I think that'll do for the amount that I want to be making this evening. It's not going to be very much. You see, it's just like that. So we're going to add some milk into this next. Just start with a little bit. Give it a good stir. You're going to need some more milk and get all those lumps out. It's getting a bit better now. It's still got some lumps in it, so I'm just going to give it a really good twist. A bit more milk. That looks okay. So I'm just going to put that in the fridge. So I've just popped some peas on the hob here to cook. I had a few peas left in the freezer. I wanted to have some green veg to go along with it. So the overall cost for this meal, the food and energy cost, well, the beef was about £9.50. I got that from Aldi supermarket. The potatoes, 50 pence. Carrots and parsnips, I've put 50 pence. Again, I got all of the veg there from Aldi. All of the ingredients to make the Yorkshire pudding, including the 2 eggs, it works out at 28 pence per egg. So I've just estimated a cost of about £1 for the Yorkshire pudding. Peas, there won't be as much as 50p because I think I've got about 20 pence worth of peas in there, but never mind, we'll leave it at 50p for now. The gravy granules and the oil, 10 pence each. So altogether, it comes in at around £12.20 for the food cost for this meal. Now the electricity for the air fryer to be running as it is for an hour, I've estimated 67 pence for the cost of that. And the hob running at 10 minutes for the peas, that's 10p. So altogether, I also need to make the gravy, so that will also use 10 pence as well. So altogether, the electricity is going to come in at about 87 pence. So this meal altogether comes in at around £12.90, thereabouts. I want to check the beef. It's got 5 minutes left, but I just want to make sure that we're not overcooking it in there. So we're pulling the beef out. I'm going to cut this string off now. There we go. So I've got the string off. How do I know it's cooked? I haven't got a thermometer, so how do I do this? Right, what I like to do is I like to put a knife in like this. Now, there's some juices coming out of there. What colour are they? Well, they're not red. Put the light on that so I can see better. The juices running out of the meat are not red, which means that there's a little bit, is there a bit of pink in there? Yes, there is a little bit of pink in there, but it's mainly cooked, the juice that's coming out of the meat. So I'm going to put that in for the last 5 minutes, I think. Put the beef back in the tray, and I just want to show you how well the rest of the veg is coming along there. I haven't sugared it, I haven't sugared that veg, I haven't turned it. You can see that it's cooking on both sides nicely, but yeah, I think another 5 minutes in there is going to do it good. Oof, those peas are done. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drain the peas. I'm going to keep this water. Somebody suggested that I do this to save money when I'm making my gravy. So I'm going to drain this water, use that, and then pop the peas back in the pan that I cooked. Just put them on the back hob there with the lid on them to help keep the heat in. And this water I'm going to reuse, and I'm going to use the hob that's already been used to make the gravy. I'm just going to turn that hob down to 2 for now, and I'm going to put some gravy granules in here. And my wooden spoon, my gravy granules. That should be plenty for this. We're just going to stir it, keep stirring, so that we get all the lumps out. Yeah, that looks good. I'm just going to turn that hob off now and sort of leave it half on like that. Ooh, 25 seconds left on the air fryer, folks. Exciting. Let's see what it does when it finishes. I'm just going to make a little mint sauce here to go with beef. Now, someone suggested if you mix some mint sauce in with the vinegar, and Errol likes a bit of cucumber in with her, so I'm going to make it like that. Or you could use onion if you like, or onion and cucumber. But we're just going to use a little bit of cucumber in here. Oh, look, it's doing something. What's it doing? It's cooling. Oh, exciting. So it's still on now, it's cooling. End. Excellent. I'm just going to slice a little bit of cucumber, just thin little bits like this, I think. I'm trying to remember how Errol did it. Yeah, I think she just cut it like that into little bits. I've got a jar of mint sauce here. I'm going to use a couple of teaspoons from it. We need to get some more mint sauce from the next shop. That's it, done. Pop the cucumber in. I've got some just basic chip shop vinegar here, malt vinegar. I think this was like 50p or something for this bottle. Just put a bit of that in. And then just mix that all together. It'll be served alongside the beef. The air fryer just put itself into standby mode there. Just going to open it up and we're going to, oh, that beef looks great. It's very well cooked, I'm happy with that. I'm going to leave it to stand for 10 minutes now. So here's the veg. I just turn this potato here and you can see if I turn it around, I can't help myself, I've got to give them a swizzle, you know, that's what I do. So I've put a little bit of oil in the bottom of the silicone baking tray here, and I'm just going to top them up with the Yorkshire pudding batter. There might not be enough for all. We've got 5 in there, so it'll be fine. And I'm going to put this back into the tray. She says, maybe I should have done it with the tray. Oh dear, in with the silicone baking sheet in there, but that's okay. No, they're fine. I'm going to pop it on now. I'm going to roast these. You normally roast Yorkshire pudding, right? So I'm going to go for the Grand Zone again. I'm going to roast them at 200 for, we're going to go for 8 minutes. So here we go. Just going to give the gravy a little stir. So the gravy looks good. I did it again. I started it on air fry, but it's only been on 45 seconds. So pause, roast. Because it has all these fantastic features, I'm not used to this. So you've got air fry, roast, bake, grill, reheat, dry. So I need to remember to put it on the correct feature. So I've got it on roast again. Put it on for 8 minutes. I'm on the Grand Zone. I want it at 200 degrees. There we go. So this COSORI air fryer has been working now for just over an hour, and I'm just sort of doing a quick sort of temperature check around it to see how hot it is. It's fairly hot on the bottom there. I can still touch it. It's a little bit hotter up here. As I go around the side, it sort of cools down a bit. And then when I feel the back, it's pretty cool. It is cool, you know. It's quite hot there. Very little it's warm on top. Obviously, you don't want to put anything on top of your air fryer. You don't want to put anything around it. You don't want anything touching it. That's really important, folks. Right, it's finished cooking the Yorkshire puddings, and that's all I can see where we're at. Ooh, I think they can maybe do with a little bit longer, those Yorkshire puddings, but I'm happy with the veg, so I'm going to pull the veg out now. So I've put the Yorkshire puddings on for another 3 minutes at 200 degrees, and I'm just going to slice this beef. We're going to have a look at it. Oh, it looks nice. Oh, yes. Now for this job. So you can see there is a little bit of pinkness in there, but I'm really happy with that. I think it's going to be delicious. I'm just going to carry on carving this beef. I think I'm going to use a different knife for this. That's better. Oh, lovely. Looks really good. Yeah, I'm just thinking about a bit of mustard with this, you know, instead of the mint sauce for me. Plenty of beef here for 4 servings. So the Yorkshire puddings, they have risen. They look a bit wild. So I had turned the gravy back on the hob for 2 about 5 minutes ago. So I'm just going to turn that hob off now. I'm going to serve out these Yorkshire puddings. I've never cooked Yorkshire puddings in an air fryer before. I've never used a silicone baking tray for Yorkshire puddings before either. This is a first for me. Now the beef. And when I was cutting it at this end, I thought it looked really good. I'm just going to pile that on there like that. There we go. Whoops. Not quite enough space for me to move the pan there, so I'll just turn that plate around a bit. I can't wait to get stuck into this roast beef dinner cooked on the COSORI TwinFry Air Fryer. The meat looks amazing. And I'm quite pleased with those little Yorkshire puddings, so bon appetit. We really enjoyed our meal this evening, cooked on the COSORI TwinFry Air Fryer. The roast beef and vegetables were cooked to perfection and tasted delicious. It also did a good job at cooking up the Yorkshire puddings, and I'm really looking forward to experimenting with the different settings on the air fryer.